Alright, welcome back. This is the time where we check out what's below deck at the Wind Temple. Just found all 5 of the gears, or got them all activated. Now we're gonna activate the main control unit and see what is below all of this wind. Let's check it out.
Okay, let's go!
What the heck is this? Scourge of the Wind Temple, Colgera. Colgera? I don't know.
That
But-
thing must be what's causing the blizzard! We've got to take it down!
This looks like an absolutely insane boss battle. What am I doing? When the deck hatch opened, a massive monster emerged. This must be the culprit behind the fierce blizzard assailing Rito Village. Work with Tulin to vanquish the monster.
The wind is so strong! Don't get blown away, Link!
Okay. What are its weak points? What am I doing with this? Oh, the wind's like blowing me upward. This is like constant flight. Okay. Okay. What kind of good stuff I got here? Maybe some fire. Maybe some fire. Does that do anything good?
We
Yes.
need to find a way to hurt it!
Yeah, I got dry stuff. Okay.
That worked!
Okay. I need to go find its... oh, it's like all of its bumps. Is that what it is? Is that what I'm looking for?
What?
Oh my gosh. Whoa, where are you going? Also, can I take a sweet photo of you? Oh my gosh, that's awful. That is so scary. Why didn't I get that? Gosh dang it. Alright, I'm gonna take a breather over here. I really want to take a photo of this. And I can't take it unless I'm standing. This is such a crazy phenomenon that I need a photo of it. That's such a bad photo. I would love a nicer photo of this. How do I do that? Okay, so I'm kind of safe here, actually. That's interesting. What am I supposed to do with this thing if I don't have heat up here? Like, how do I even get... how do I get good? Oh, it just, like, waits for me to do stuff. Okay, let's do this. Well, I guess I need to fall farther. Okay. Got it. So I kind of just need to wait for it to shoot me. That's what I'm learning. I do not like that move. That move scares me. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. That is ugly. It's like a giant scorpion. Oh, I forgot I could use your let's go. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Might be worth it. Where'd you go? You're just like the ugliest enemy I've ever seen. I love it. You're really cool with your wings and such, but super, super ugly. These are terrible photos, but... oh, my album's full. Terrible timing. Select all, but keep these 4. That was a cool photo. What was that? Okay. Colgera. Colgera. Cool. Got it to its second stage already. I'm just taking out its life. Oh my gosh.
We have to stay clear of those tornadoes. Be
Whoa, why are you putting me right into it then?
careful.
Come here. Let's get away. Alright. I think I can get away from all these tornadoes. What is that move? Oh my gosh.
Don't get too close to the tornado.
How am I supposed to avoid this stuff? That's a giant wall of tornadoes. What?
Be careful.
Okay. I'll try to be careful. Come here. Come help me. Help me. There we go. Just gotta shoot enough arrows and it'll finally hit. This is a pretty cool boss battle. A big aerial fight. Pretty good. Pretty good, honestly. Alright, not bad, not bad. I'm glad I took advantage of it using that last time. Or this time. I have not been taking advantage of that move. Oh, shoot. I want to use the bottom of it. I want to get under this thing.
Here they come again.
Yes, they are. Shoot me this way. There you go. Keep going.
Just a
Keep
little
going.
more, Link.
Oh my gosh, get away from me. Blow me over there. Come on. Boom. Okay, getting a heart that way is pretty nice. I forgot that you get stuff like that. Oh. Hey, I've seen that flower. That was in the Forgotten Temple. The stone flower looking thing under this apostrophe. Well, that was a good fight. I liked the design. It was really simple. Maybe because it was the first one, but who knows. The ice covering the altar melted after you vanquished the monster, revealing a shining stone set there. You can sense great power emanating from the stone, and Tulin senses it as well. Well, you know what I say. I got a cool photo. It wasn't a good photo, but I got a photo of it. Alright. Let's, look at all this stuff. Now the ships are just flying in the sky. Wonder if I got everything here. Felt like I got a lot of stuff, so maybe so. Let's finish this out. It's Wind Temple 1F. Alright. This is the only time you really get to interact with a heart container. It's kind of cool. You can't even walk through it. A rare item that restores some of the life force you lost to the gloom, increasing your maximum number of hearts by 1. Nice. Okay, Tulin. What's going on here?
Tulin, my brave fledgling.
I know that voice. It's you. You're the one who's been guiding us?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long ago. I proudly served Hyrule's first king. I was a Rito warrior and a sage with control of the wind. Where you fight, the winds follow. I would expect nothing less from my descendant. You make me proud. That monster you defeated, the source of that intense blizzard, it was summoned by the Demon King. He thought it could stop you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
Demon King? Secret stone?
This is a lot to learn all of a sudden, I know. But listen while I tell you what happened in the past. A tale of the imprisoning war. And the mission our people must accomplish. Years ago, when the kingdom of Hyrule was still young, a great evil, the Demon King, descended on the land. He sought to wipe out anyone who opposed him. But Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, requested my aid, as well as that of 5 other warriors, to help in the fight. Rauru entrusted us with amazing artifacts, secret stones, objects that amplified our formidable abilities. I carried one into battle as the Sage of Wind. It was thrilling to fight alongside my fellow sages. Yet we were still no match for the Demon King's overwhelming power. His magic was staggering, and I was unable to slip past his defenses, no matter how hard I tried. In the end, King Rauru realized that we would not be able to defeat the Demon King. To save our world, King Rauru sacrificed himself and sealed the Demon King away.
So that was the imprisoning war.
The rest of us survived that climactic battle, and I would soon receive a visitor with a request that would define the future of the Rito. It was another of the 6 sages, the Sage of Time.
The Demon King will return. The magic binding him will be undone. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will only succeed with the Rito's help. Summon the winds and support this hero.
It was clear what part the Rito would play.
It will be an honor to defeat the Demon King. I swear to you that when the Demon King returns, the Rito Sage of Wind will awaken once more. And you can count on the full support of the Rito.
And now you know about the imprisoning war, and a mission I accepted on our behalf. You've saved Rito Village, But there's more to do. The Demon King will soon recover his full strength. Tulin, my brave fledgling, you must take up my secret stone and honor the Sage of Time's request. Fight the Demon King with the swordsman Link.
So it's my mission to fight the Demon King with you? Link! This is so amazing! I can't believe my ancestor gave me such an important mission. And it involves fighting alongside you to save the world! If we don't do anything, then the world is gonna be in big trouble. I can't let that happen. I'll do this! I'll happily take this secret stone! I am the Sage of Wind! Look! Check out what I can do now! Link, hold out your hand. I, Tulin, the Sage of Wind, swear to fight by your side until the end. Take this. It's proof that I'm with you. You can use that ring to call on my power anytime, all right? Okay, let's head back to the village and tell Dad.
Honestly, I love how long those cutscenes were. That was awesome. The storyline in this is a bit deeper. It's fun to watch. Also, Princess Zelda is the Sage of Time. We're learning things all over the place right now.
Oh?
Hearth. You guys, you did it. Yeah, it turns out it was easy once we started working together. This was no small feat. I still can't believe the storm when Arc from the children's song was real. Me neither. You could have knocked me over with a feather. Our job well done, Tulin. Wait, what? This bow meant so much to you, and now you're giving it to me? It was always my intention to give it to you once you became of age as a warrior. Dad. Thank you. I'll prove to you I've become a warrior worthy of carrying it. I think you already have. Hey Link, that woman in the vision my ancestor showed us, didn't she look like just like Princess Zelda to you? Do you think that was the real princess? I mean, it seemed like a long time ago. There's still a bunch of unanswered questions. I gotta know more about the figure we saw in the Stormwind arc, so I'm gonna go look into it personally. Next time you see me, I'll have more information about Princess Zelda, so check in with me sometime, okay? And remember, with my sage's power, the two of us can keep working together no matter what. The Vow of Tulin, Sage of Wind. Proof of the Vow of Tulin, Sage of Wind. Use it to summon or dismiss the Avatar of Tulin. This is... dismiss. Why would I dismiss it? Oh, you can like turn it off. I'll keep it. Tulin of Rito Village is complete, and the regional phenomena has updated. You can activate and deactivate the Sage's Vows on the Key Items menu. Yes. Okay. Tulin of Rito Village. Rito Village is no longer at the mercy of the unusual blizzard. Tulin, who inherited a secret stone from the ancient sage to become the new Sage of Wind, promised to lend you his power anytime. Complete. Awesome. Regional phenomena. There are 3 more regions where these strange phenomena are happening. Okay. Wow. Kind of unlocked a quarter of the map up here, and or at least the surface. Now, I'm not sure where to go next, but we'll talk to some people, see what's going on. Let's talk to these people first. Tulin, I'll keep getting stronger and stronger until the day comes when we can fight it together again. I'm a descendant of the Sage of Wind, after all. I'm not going to be the one who holds you back, Link. I'm worried about Princess Zelda, too, so I'll keep looking into things from this end. Alright. Teba. Once again, we owe you so much. Not only did you save the village, you helped set Tulin straight. The Rito will never forget this debt. It is now our turn to aid you. You can leave the Hebrew Mountains to us. We'll scour them and find you your lead on Princess Zelda. Our hearts are always with you, Link. Remember that, and don't be a stranger. Thank you, Link, truly. You have taught Tulin the most valuable lesson of all. My husband is beside himself with joy and relief. No one wanted Tulin to come into his own more than him. Teba and I shall watch over Tulin so that he can lead himself to your quest. Or lend? What did that say? So that he can lend himself to your quest. I will pray with full heart for your good fortune and Princess Zelda's safety. Thanks. Alright, Hearth, what do you have to say? I'm thinking about heading over to Lookout Landing as a representative of the Rito. If Hyrule's not at peace, the Rito aren't at peace either, right? I just need to get a couple things together and I'll be ready to set out. Okay, cool. Let's talk to everybody else in this town. I'm gonna work my way top down, I think. Let's break some stuff first. I want some arrows, yeah. That's super cool though that Rito Village changed like landscapes. How it was snowy and now it's not. That's pretty cool, I think. That the game changed an entire landscape just by storyline progression. Pretty cool. Oh, everybody's walking back. Oh, Amber, nice. Keep walking. Why'd y'all go to different spots? Oh, you have a side quest. Okay. Let's see what you have. Saki, do you have anything? Anything good here? What's going on? Kennelly passed his duties as elder on to my husband Teba. He is content now to advise rather than lead. Okay, so he didn't die. Kennelly is still alive, the big owl. Wonder where he is. Lately, he has been enjoying his new role as a tutor at the flight range. Okay. I've been to the flight range. The flight range is beyond the flags visible to the north. I believe he is there now, as he is on most days. Okay, maybe I'll go talk to him next. That could be fun. Gosh. Let me get a nice picture of your bow. That is a cool bow. Oh my gosh, give me a better view. There we go. I was proud to bequeath my great eagle bow to my fully fledged son, of course. But it does leave me without the bow I've used for so long. An elder shouldn't go unarmed, so I'll be crafting myself another one as soon as I can. The bow I gave Tulin was a masterpiece. After so many years of use, it was like another limb for me. But I think I have it in me to craft one just as good. If you want your own great eagle bow, I wouldn't mind crafting one for you too while I'm at it. I'll need a swallow bow, 5 bundles of wood, and 3 diamonds. Oh my gosh. Those materials might not be easy to come by, but if you can collect them all, then the bow's yours. Oh my gosh, Legacy of the Rito. That's not gonna be my... Having bequeathed his beloved bow to Tulin, Teba says he intends to craft a new great eagle bow for himself. He's willing to make one for you as well, if you collect all the necessary materials. He will need a swallow bow, 5 bundles of wood, and 3 diamonds. That is a lot to ask of. To make a great eagle bow, I need a swallow bow. Never mind. I see. The offer stands should you change your mind. Tulin, what's up with you? I've been looking into leads about Princess Zelda, and I'll let you know right away if any of them go somewhere. Oh yeah, one other thing. I don't think this has anything to do with where the princess went, but Hearth asked me to help him sort through some ancient literature. You'll never believe what I found written in one of his books. Sternita, Gothlems, and Sherfins. Hidden treasure sleeps in the center of the 3 secret hot springs in the mountains. Oh. Guide the 3 waters to that place. When it fills, the slumbering treasure will awaken once more. There's gotta be something good waiting for whoever solves the riddle, right? Secret hot springs, huh? I've been to Sternita secret hot spring a few times. It's northwest of Rito Village. It's the best. A quick soak and it's enough to heal your wounds in the blink of an eye. Keeps you from freezing, too. But I don't know about the others. The Hebrew Mountains are a big place. I'm not sure we could cover all of them. But that slumbering treasure is pretty tempting, if only we could find it. Oh my gosh, treasure of the secret springs. So yeah, okay. Sternita Spring, okay. But just where could the treasure mentioned? Okay. That's cool. Okay. Okay. I might check that out. Let's talk to... Is that Impa right there? Rivali's Landing. Yep. Rivali is very gone. Hearth. I plan to set out... Okay. Yep. You can help out soon. But I want to talk to Impa. Impa and Kato just keep following us around. What's going on, Impa? Is that a weapon? Also, you are hilarious. I haven't heard Impa talk in this game yet. It's kind of disappointing. Let's see. Ah, Link, we meet again. Kato and I came here to see a geoglyph. Sadly, we were thwarted by the blizzard and grounded nearby. After it finally calmed down, we made our way to this village. We plan to get on with finding that geoglyph shortly. Link, I've been wondering. Have you found the geoglyph in southern Eldon yet? The map in the Forgotten Temple showed a geoglyph that looks like a stone tablet. We intend to investigate that geoglyph as well. No. Southern Eldon. Okay, perhaps you could head that way as well, Courageous One. The map in the Forgotten Temple, we intend to go on a journey to visit the geoglyph it has depicted. However, it was quite a bit of work to copy down that map. If only we'd had a picture capturing tool to make quick work of the task. I mean, that's what I did. Okay. Cool. So Southern Eldon. Let's look at this. It's a tablet at the river, which I don't know exactly where that is. That's the forest. Oh, come on. There's a median ground there. It's like directly east of the castle. Castle, boom, probably in here. That'll be a while, but we'll get there at some point. Okay, good talk. Gonna make new arrows. There's other kinds of fruits besides ice I've heard about. Oh, water fruits too. If I stick them on tips of arrows, there's all kinds of effects I can pull off. Then maybe my dad might use my arrows with his bows. Let me have these. Oh, I could actually steal those. Sweet. All right. Nothing. Is there anybody else here? Oh, there's a lot of people. Hey, mister, you're the one who stopped the blizzard, right? Thanks for saving our village. Although, even now that it's calm, I still got a lot of work to do. I still patrol the village to see if the snow damaged anything. It's a big job, but I'm pretty good at it. Alright, thank you. Good work. Oh, this is Impa's. Impa's balloon. Oh, did I make a fire right there? That was an accident. What are you doing? And why are you... Sorry, I'm done throwing things. It's all good. Honestly, all is well. Cool. What's going on?
Hey!
Bedoli, oh hey. You're the one who helped Tulin save the village. We owe you big for that. Now that the blizzard's died down, we're stockpiling all the food and materials we used to have in abundance. The others are all working together to bring supplies to the village. I'm managing the whole process from here. Speaking of which, Huck was supposed to bring me some food, but I haven't seen him. He told me to collect food from Snowfield Stable in the Tabantha Tundra northeast of here. I hope nothing happened to him on his way back to the village. Ah, never mind. I was just thinking about a friend of mine who hasn't come back yet. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any spare food you'd be willing to part with, would you? Our food stockpiles are looking healthier now that the blizzard has stopped, but they could still be better. If you have extra food, I'd be happy to trade you for some supplies. I could offer you, say, 10 arrows for 3 glowing cave fish. They're not hard to find if you look in caves.
Wow.
Ah, so you're carrying at least 3 glowing cave fish? Would you like to exchange 10 arrows? No, I'll pass. I see. Well, if you change your mind, that offer of food for arrows is always open. Fish for fletchling. Okay, so that's a side quest. Bedoli is struggling due to the lack of food around Rito Village. She offered you a trade, bring her 3 glowing cave fish. We can be caught in caves and she'll give you 10 arrows. Couldn't hurt to keep an eye out for fish during your travels. Let me see how many I have. I want to see how stingy I can be. Glowing cave fish. I have 17. I'll give you 3. Right, now we just need to secure as much food as possible. 3 glowing cave fish. I'll give you 3. Yeah, let's do it. It's a deal. Thank you, that really helps. Here's 10 arrows as promised. Oh yes, do you have any other spare food on you? Chillfin, trout, and brightcaps are the little one's favorite foods, so we can never get enough around here. Chillfin and brightcaps. If you come across extra of either of those, I'll give you more arrows in exchange. Thanks in advance. Fish for fletchling. Okay. She offered to expand the agreement as well. Now she'll offer arrows not just for glowing, but also for chillfin, trout, and brightcaps. Let me check that out. I have 17 chillfin. I don't know what brightcaps are. Do I? Brightcaps. Oh, yeah, let's trade. You know we still have a lot of firewood and split stockpiled. Now that the blizzard's over, we don't have much need for fire-making supplies, so please take as much as you like. That said, we're still short of food. Children really like glowing cave fish, brightcaps, and chillfin trout. If you have any of those, would you be interested in a trade? Your ingredients in exchange for my arrows. 10 arrows for 5 brightcaps? Yeah, sure. Thank you, that really helps. Here's 10 arrows as promised. If you ever have spare ingredients, let me know. I'll give you arrows for them. Chilfin trout, please. No. I'll pass. Nope. Okay, you're stuck on that. You know what? That's fine. Good talk. It's a donkey. That's a great photo. That is like one of the best photos you could take. Okay. Well, that's about it for here. Let's go talk to some more people. I talked to you already. You're a new person. There's a lot of side quests here. Alright. Lisa. That cave. Where was it again? Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey, if it isn't the guy who worked with Tulin to save the village. Everyone in the village is happy to stretch their wings again without them icing over, so thanks for that. And the end of the blizzard has improved visibility too. It's much easier now to find caves where we can gather food. I saw one just the other day, in fact, while I was flying around, but I forgot exactly where it was. It had a rock wreathed in green light inside it, just like the one beneath the general store. Just where did I see that cave, anyway? I found it while I was looking for the white bird. The white bird's guidance. That is so vague. Yeah, there were mushrooms in it and a pond with fish. It would have been the perfect place to stock up on supplies. All I remember is that I found it while looking for the white bird. Yeah, what is the white bird? Yeah, have you ever looked up at the peak of the spire here in Rito Village? No. That bit jutting out sideways looks kind of like a bird's perch, right? We call it Va Meadows perch. Part of my morning routine is to head up there and bask in the sun as it rises. Also, that's the first time they've even mentioned anything about divine beasts or guardians. That's interesting. That day I was getting some sun up on the perch, same as always, just when the dawn was breaking. Right about then, I looked to the west and saw a white bird resting atop the long shadow of the perch. It's weird for a bird to rest on a shadow, right? I was curious, so I went to go have a look where I saw the bird. Thing is, I couldn't find the white bird again after that. Instead, I found a cave entrance. It's kind of like the white bird led me to that cave. I don't know why I can remember all that so clearly, but not where the cave was. This is frustrating. Any standout details? Was there anything that stood out? Let me think. I was lucky to find it. I don't think the area around the entrance was anything special or memorable, but it was right next to a resting white bird. That much I do remember. Deep inside, I could make out a rock wreathed in green light, like the one beneath the general store now. If I could just remember where I found it, we'd have one more place to search for food. Okay. Well, that is a very descriptive side quest, or shrine quest. Lisa, a resident of Rito Village, can't seem to recall the location of a cave she found a while back. When you asked what she could remember about it, she said that she saw a white bird sitting atop the shadow of Va Meadows' perch at early morning. When she tried to go after it, the bird was gone, and in its place was the entrance to the cave. Okay, that's a very specific task that I might do. But let's keep talking. Okay. Surprised there's nobody here. I guess it is 1:30 in the afternoon. Hey, what's going on? Hey there, mister. Now that it's warmer, we can get all the products we couldn't before. If there's anything the Slippery Falcon General Store can do for you, mister, come stop by anytime. Okay. Need any warm clothes? Probably. Hello, mister. The blizzard stopped, so the grown-ups are back, but I'm still gonna help out around the shop. There's always work to do. True. True. Didn't I buy this? I bought this. I am wearing that. Those are expensive. What's going on, Nick? When the blizzard drove off most of the adults, the kids hung in there and kept things going. That includes the shops. I can't express enough how much we owe the little ones. They're the saviors of this village. This is the armor shop Brazen Beak. I'm happy to say we're open for business. Those in? I'm good. Okay, hope to see you again. Cool. I just want to collect all the side missions I can while everybody's awake. Wish I had stamina. Oh, yeah. Robin's I'm not a great swimmer. Okay. Wait, did you say there was a... I know how to find the pond with stamina capacity. You just leave the village and cross the bridge. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. I can do that. Sunshroom. You didn't have these before. What else you got? Anything else new? No. Okay. Misa, thanks to the kids, my shop is back in business. Even now that she doesn't need to run the shop anymore, Kriya's going around the village advertising for me. Plus, with the blizzard gone, I can stay stocked up on products again. With a bit of work, my shop will be better than ever. That shop being the Slippery Falcon General Store. Browse at your leisure. What brought you here? Nothing really. See ya. Think of us next time you need anything. I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some Staminoka Bass. I think I can complete that side quest pretty simply. Anybody here? Oh, hey. I'm making sure the beds are tidy so our guests can sleep soundly. I don't have to run the whole inn now, but I still want to help. Pretty grown up of me, huh? Make sure you come and stay with us whenever you're tired, mister. I was so worried about having to leave the kids behind during the blizzard, but after it was over and I returned, I discovered the most amazing thing. Cots had been making the beds. Cots, the girl who'd use any excuse to get out of chores. She was helping out all on her own. Leaving the place entirely up to them turned out to be a great idea. I suppose that's how kids grow up. This is Swallow's Roost, Rito Village's premier and only inn. Regular bed, no thanks. No, you're welcome anytime you need a quality rest. Thank you. I am on my way out of this town. Let's break some more things. Sweet. Take an apple. Alright. There's no guard at the entry? Okay. Let's get a Staminoka Bass. She said leave the village and check in the ponds. Which, I think there's a pond here. Staminoka Bass! Woo! Staminoka Bass. This Hyrule bass got to be the biggest fish by never getting caught, until now. Its long life results in a cooked dish that will restore a lot of stamina. And there's 2 of them. I wonder how many I need. So many pine cones here. Let me check this next pond as well. Or maybe there's not one. Right, okay, there's not. Go back to town then. I can finish one side quest at least. How do I use... Do I have to be flying? Oh, wait, where are you going? Masley, are the bridges okay? Hey, I owe you for opening up that cave the last time we met. Thanks to you, all the food I collected made it back to the village. They needed it too. I wish I could say everything is fine now, but that the snow has stopped, but I need to check for any damage to the bridges. The last thing we want is any more bridges collapsing. True. Okay. Let's have a little chat with the one who wants to cook. Huh. I know that smell. You have Staminoka Bass, don't you, mister? Is that for me? Sure is. Really? Thanks. Now I can cook something that'll make the whole village feel better. Okay, mister, hold out your hand. Biting simmered fruit. Grants a low-level attack enhancement in cold places. Cold weather attack is up. Okay, interesting. You can eat this to boost your strength in cold places like up in the Heber Mountains. It won't fill your belly, but if you're roaming outside the village, I'm sure you'll find it useful. You know, cooking with ice fruit is pretty easy. You should try it whenever you need a boost. I love learning how to cook. I'm gonna cook stuff that's so tasty it makes everyone in the village, whole village, smile. Genli's home cooking is done. You gave the stamina bass to Genli. She is thrilled now that she can make the fish pie to cheer everyone up. As a reward, she gave you some biting simmered fruit made with ice fruit. Awesome. Well, let's head out of town. Let's see what's going on right outside. Is that a shrine that I did or not? Yes. Okay. Cool. How do I use... How do I use it? I don't know how to use those. Is it a treasure chest? What in the world? When did this show up? 50 rupees? Thank you. Okay, there's bridges. And that bridge is still broken. Okay. Wonder if it's fixable. Well, now I'm like completely out of town. All the music stopped. It's kind of sad. I feel like if that other guy was here, I could be able to talk to him about how this is all broken. Wonder if I should wait for him. Is he on his way? Maybe? I don't know. I'll keep going. Let's go to this newspaper, see if they have any news. Lucky Clover Gazette. 1L. Now that the blizzard has passed, I'd like to repair the bridge so that supplies can arrive in the village. Sadly, we're not equipped for a major rebuilding project. But I've heard there are Hylians who are skilled in construction. Say you're a Hylian. Say you're a Hylian. Do you know anyone who can help? Sounds like you need a good carpenter. I know, what about the guy at Lookout Landing? If he could build an incredible structure like that, I bet he'll have no problem fixing up your bridge. His name was... oh shoot, I don't remember, but it ended in son. Fantastic, yes, he sounds up to the task. However, I can't leave the village right now. Well, with my defense duties. We'll have to dispatch an emissary to Lookout Landing in my place. But who to send? Everyone's so busy. The Rito Rope Bridge. Chisani and Wanel are in a bind as they want to repair the rope bridge destroyed in the blizzard, but can't find anyone skilled in construction. However, they say there's a skilled carpenter at Lookout Landing. Apparently this person's name ends in son. You know what? I can go. Alright. Well, let's go check it out. I do know the person at Lookout Landing. I'm pretty sure it's Carson. Let's go pick up Carson and see if he wants to build this bridge. Very cool. One regional phenomena is done. Good stuff. This is a long load time. Hey, and there's a skill at the bottom right. Sage of Wind. Okay, where are you at, Carson? Whoa, who are you? You are so tall. I'm sorry, Tower, you're not the right one for the job. Come on, don't say that. You've got to let me cast my line into the depths, too. I'm capable of deciphering some Zonai script. Who else can tackle that stuff? I mean, your skills would be super helpful to me. You're the one in charge of the Zonai survey team, after all. But aren't you heading up the Ring Ruins investigation in Kakariko Village anywhere, Taro? That's where your focus should be. Those fallen ruins are huge and exciting, big enough to see from Lookout Landing. So please finish your work there before asking to join in new research. But to read firsthand Zonai's history, that bait's too juicy to pass up. Taro, Zonai survey team leader. Cool. Ah, swordsman. Someone else is here for the job already? I guess it's a lost cause. I'll head back to Kakariko Village and just stare up at those ring things. Ring ruins. Okay, interesting. Tara's an amazing person, and he's a first-rate archaeologist too. But he loves Zonai research so much that he'll bolt from a project to chase any new discoveries. I've been looking for someone to help with my investigation of the depths. I mean, you'd be the best for the job. Yeah, I'll help. Thank you. Having you help out is such a relief. We'll explain all the details to you. Come with me. A mystery in the depths. Taro's profile has been added. Oh gosh, there's so many people. An explorer whose passion for field research is unrivaled. He lives to make big discoveries, and he spent a long time traveling solo investigating ruins. He's also an expert in reading Zonai writing. Princess Zelda found him to be the perfect choice for leading the Zonai survey team. Alright. What's going on, Robbie? What are you doing? Oh, what a pleasant evening. The Pura Pad will prove to be absolutely essential for finding the princess, I'm sure of it. So you'll want the pad upgraded to be even more use. Starting with that shrine set. Yes, that's what I want. But I can't do it at Lookout Landing, not with the meager equipment we have on hand here. Even with my genius for these things, I need to upgrade it at the Purapad Research Lab in Hateno Village. Purapad Research Lab? That's right, it's a lab dedicated to the enhancement of the Purapad, which Purr and I developed. Once I'm in that lab and you join me there, I can further improve your Purapad, starting with the sensor. You'll find the lab in East Necluda, off in the southeast corner of Hyrule. On its far side is Hateno Village. Go a bit farther than that and you'll see a mighty peculiar place. Don't let the looks fool you, it's a cutting-edge lab. I'm interested in where Josh's research is headed, so I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay. I'm interested too. Oh, whoa, you're talking to me. You who stand before me. I am one who returns Pose to the afterlife where oh, Pose! The little fire things. Oh, yeah, you were saying Pose before. Where they belong. Offer Pose to me. They are spirits that ought to return to the afterlife. What are Pose? Pose are pitiful beings who have lost their way home and wander the depths of this land. Good, evil, that's the feudal perspective of narrow-minded beings. There is no such distinction in wandering spirits. You have already obtained Pose. Here's a Poe for you. Just one. Yes, oh, this is indeed a Poe. I have returned the lost spirit to the afterlife where it belongs. Since I was brought here to the surface, I have been unable to return Pose to the afterlife. Because of you, I can assist them once again. You should take this. A dark clump? An unusual substance. It's cold to the touch and it seems as though it's filled with pitch black darkness. Use it in cooking to get a gloom-resistant effect. Gloom-resistant effect is pretty cool. Okay. If you offer me more Pose, I will give you suitable compensation. Oh my gosh. What? What is this? Okay. I'm gonna save up for that dark tunic. A tunic obtained by offering Pose to a strange statue. It's a spurious replica of the green outfit once worn by a legendary hero. I'm saving up for that. For sure. So it seems like Pose are endless down there. That's pretty cool. This is so weird. Very cool. My brethren whose spirits reside in statues far larger than mine are in the depths of this land. If you encounter my brethren, try offering Pose to them. Where are they? If you offer me 10 Pose, I will tell you the location of one of my brethren. Yeah, tell me. I acknowledge your offering. I will tell you of the location of one of my brethren in the depths of the land. Does it mark it? Please mark it. Oh, sweet. Go to the location indicated on your map. Seek out wandering spirits for my brethren in the depths of this land. Okay. Nope. Maybe another time. Cool. What's going on, Joshua? So remember that fragment I had? The one that showed a single mysterious figure? I found more fragments among the things our survey team brought back from the depths. And guess what? They fit together like puzzle pieces.
Okay.
Ta-da, just like that. Or just look.
Oh.
Feast your eyes upon this amazing mural. This scene shows that there's a whole series of statues down there, like the one you found for me last time. But what really caught my attention is the way they're oriented. Each figure is pointing towards the next one in the series, until it ends with that last statue facing a final destination, a building that looks like a temple. Okay. Also, see those large ears on the figure at the front of the building? That's got to be one of the Zonai. And then there's that strange hand symbol that seems to be responding to whatever the Zonai is doing. So to collect my thoughts on all this, I'm pretty sure if you follow the gaze of each of those statues down there, you'll reach that structure. I'm also betting that the temple-like building holds something of Zonai origin. I've heard that the Zonai wielded mysterious powers. I wonder if this correlates to those powers. Of course, all this is still just speculation on my part. So, that's where you come in, swordsman. I want you to find the temple structure depicted in the mural. Initially, I figured I could just go myself, so I gathered a bunch of bright looms and supplies. But they pulled the kid card on me and said I couldn't go into the depths. So, here. Giant bright bloom seed times 10. Nice. You can have these too. Okay, thanks for 10 arrows.
Yeah.
Bright blooms and arrows are perfect for exploring the depths. There's the added bonus that checking out the depths might provide us with clues to help find Princess Zelda. So if it all works out, maybe you'll snag some mysterious power for yourself and gain clues about Princess Zelda. Nothing but good things, right? Thanks for your help with this, swordsman. Oh my gosh. Joshua pieced together a large mural from fragments to complete a picture that might show a series of statues in the depths. Each one looks toward the next until the last gazes at a temple-like building. That's the focal point of the mural. Joshua thinks this place may be real and hold a special Zonai power. Okay. Well, I came here to talk to Carson. And I don't know where Carson is. Lookout Landing, Skyview Tower. I could go down to the depths. That's new. Weird. Oh my gosh, there's so many things, but I just want to talk to Carson. Wait, Carson? Oh, it has to. Oh my gosh, there's so many things happening here. Carson. Carson, when do you think the stable will be ready? It'll still be a while yet. I need to get the last of the roof planks correctly fitted. There's only one spot to finish. Well, until the stable's ready, we can't board any more horses. What a shame. The incomplete stable. I want to finish up construction on the stable, but I'm not sure how best to tackle fitting this roof plank in. Fix the Rito Bridge. I hate to say it, but I've still got to finish up with the stable. I'd love to help you, though. Travelers come by here often, so there's a lot of requests for horses. I do wish I could build the stable in our classic Sun and Done fashion. Okay, well, let's do this really quick. Boom. Done. Well, look at that. It fits perfectly. Thanks for helping out. I was having a hard time figuring out how to fit it. With the roof done, all that's left is to add the finishing touches. I'll get cracking. Done and done. Quick and quality, blink and we're done. That's why Everson chooses Hudson Construction. Okie dokes, feeling pumped. Gonna get this done in one fell swoop. Funny they brought that soundbite back. Stable! How's that? Well, that is a fine looking stable. Can't say I'm surprised, considering your Hudson Construction's #1. And thanks for your help with this little project, son. Looks great. Now we can board horses at Lookout Landing. If you need help with horses, please talk to me anytime. The incomplete stable. Where are y'all going? Delighted by the roof's completion, Carson finished the stable with incredible skill. Now you can board horses at Lookout Landing. Talk to Lester if you have any horse-related business. Okay, wow. I need to talk to Carson before he goes too far away. But with that, I think we'll call this an episode. And yeah, we'll keep on going with these side quests. Thanks for watching. See you next time.